Coach Simmons here, and you know what? We're going to go ahead and be real about something. This is going to be the biggest audience, potentially, this game has had. Not only has ESPN put on ESPN Plus, as usual, but ESPN has put it at a time at 1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Eastern. But there is nothing else technically on. If you want to look at the big game for the day, Michigan and Ohio State, it's at 11 a.m. Clemson, South Carolina, 11 a.m. There is nothing else going on. During this time frame, the only game on is Rice, North Texas. Yeah, sure, you can watch the Auburn and Alabama game on CBS. That's an hour and a half later. It's already halftime. This game gives a chance to breathe. Either bring in fans or turn away fans. We go with the history of Grambling and Southern, and you go pre-Bayou Classic. Southern led 15-9, including the stretch from 1932 to 1946, where Southern was just up in that ass. Be honest with you. It just was not even a close game. But since they had the Bayou Classic in '74, Grambling's ahead 24-21. Sorry, 22. And yes, this game, as I predicted, beginning of the season, will let people know, or will determine, the West Championship. Now, I was predicting Grambling would win this damn thing and win the West, but I think a lot of us were thinking that same situation. Now, I'm not going to be like some people and downplay the significance of this game. This game, while it will still determine the outcome of the Western Division of the SWAC, it will determine it a different way. Either we get to see a rematch of the Boombox Classic, which is what everybody in the East wants. Jackson State fans, Southern fans alike, two of the biggest online groups want. Even people who hate Jackson State, they want that game because it gives them more views. I prefer to see Prairie View, because if Grambling wins, it will be PV versus Jackson State. Because that will have a different response and result from HBCU football. It will show that the conference has moved to having ex-NFL players as the two most prominent coaches in the league. Don't get me wrong, Grambling has on its staff the last person from the SWAC, the only person from the SWAC to win the Celebration Bowl. His development of quarterbacks up under his reign will lead to see if another team can carry that mantle. It just won't be them this year. So what's my prediction? Okay, I'll predict the upset, because there's no way Coach Jackson is going to lose to Southern. And let me make sure I put this very clear. Last year, the interim head coach of Grambling, beat Southern. You are the highest paid coach in the SWAC. You have a team. Some may say it's worse than the team, completely worse than the team of last year. We know it's your first year getting there, putting in the culture and all that good stuff. You have got to win this game, hands down. Now I know coaches like Eddie George, Coach Prime, Coach Jackson, they don't feel pressure because they know they're not worried about getting fired. That's just one of the biggest things. But I'm gonna tell you something. If Coach Jackson, Coach Hugh has really come to change the culture, even if he only came to rebuild his reputation, rebuild his coaching history, to get a bigger job, even if that was the outcome, even if, he must win this game. You want to know a rivalry? Everybody says the Grambling versus Jackson is a big rivalry. This rivalry right here is that one on crack. This is your brother down the street. This is your in-house rival. When it comes to recruiting, you win this right here, Louisiana is yours. That's just how it is. We've seen Grambling go into Baton Rouge and get players here or there. We see Southern go into Northern Louisiana and get players here or there. You win this game, this state is yours. And we will see next week, Prairie View with the rematch at Jackson State. Now, what other YouTuber is going to put their ass on the line and let you know what they truly feel? I don't think Southern has a quarterback capable of beating Grambling. If Grambling is healthy and clicking on all cylinders, they should win this game by 5 points. I'll say 5. They'll make it a close game. All right, y'all. 1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Eastern. Grambling versus Southern. Grambling wins. PV, the only remaining original SWAC member, goes up against the man that coined the phrase, he is SWAC. Or, if Southern wins, we get a rematch over in Jackson again. We get on national TV a completely sold out vet. What you got? I'm out.